taking a week off from vlogging because I do like 2 vlogs in 1 week. So it's like, yeah, you guys need a break. I need a break. Pumpkin has decided to turn on her squeaker noise. I'm currently letting my hair air dry and I've just kind of scrunched it because I did this last weekend. Well, no, weekend before last when I went to the Halloween party and I thought it looked really cute. So I'm just going with that. I trimmed my hair so it's behaving. It was so fried on the ends. Pumpkin, come here. So I'm just trying to get that curl pattern going. It didn't want to have a curl pattern because it was so fried on the ends. But I gave him a little snipperoo myself, which is probably not the best idea, but I did. And it came out fine. I didn't destroy my hair. It's long, so I can kind of get away with it not being perfect. But I just got my skincare on. Just washed the hair. I'm currently in my husband's sweater because I took my shirt off to wash my hair because I just need to wash it real quick and realized I had a towel on my head and couldn't get anything over my head, so we're in just a little sweater right now. But I wanted to show you a few things I picked up at Walmart yesterday. Went and did some grocery shopping yesterday. I haven't done anything exciting. You know what we did for Halloween, like actual Halloween? We stayed home and played Sims, or played computer. My husband played Deus Ex and I played Sims 4. And we just had us a nice little weekend at home, very quiet. And that's how we spent our whole week, just doing nothing. Part of that was because I just didn't get text messages. For some reason, my messages didn't come through about doing anything. They all came through Sunday morning after the fact. That was awesome. But also, I didn't mind staying home and just having a quiet time. But anyway, went and did groceries and I picked up a few things for myself. And I was going to show you that. And I got some new blue light glasses in from Discount Glasses in West End, so I wanted to show you those real quick. But these are just blue light, they're not prescription. And I think they're a little small for my head, but they're so cute. Look at these. Are these not the cutest little glasses ever? But they're really, you know, just good for protecting your eyes while you're working at the computer. And that was what I wanted them for, but I think they're so cute. They're tortoise shell with a little bit of gold, and they're very comfortable. So yeah, I've got these in the mail, and I need to do an Instagram post with these today, so that's one thing that needs to happen. I've already got the product picture. I just need to take some pictures modeling them, and I need my actual eyes on because I'm blind as a bat and my prescription wasn't updated. I need to go get a new eye prescription so I can actually get my glasses with a prescription in them. But anyway, oh my gosh, I'm so scattered already. But I picked up some Bath and Body stuff from Walmart. So I'm just going to show you real quick what I picked up because I think it's a running joke with me with some of this stuff that I'm buying. Like, it's just almost in me. Oh, that little turkey. She went and found another squeaker. I took her Lammy and put it on the table just so I could talk without squeaking in the background. The little shit just went over here and found another Lammy with a squeaker in it. Because I have to buy her a little lamb chop toy every time I go to Walmart. It's like an expected thing now. She looks in the bags for it. So anyway, but while I was there, they still had this. So I bought another bottle of it because I love this fragrance so much. Does it smell like Mardi Gras? No, we've been over that. How this smells nothing like Mardi Gras, and it smells way better than Mardi Gras. It's so good. So I picked up another one of these just because I like the way it smells. That's the sole purpose. And I got another body wash for myself. This is the Old Spice Dragon Blast. I really like this one. So I think me and my husband will probably be sharing this one because he really liked the way it smelled. They were Out of the Wilderness one. I wanted it. But yeah, I smelled this one and it was really nice. And it's a big bottle. So I don't know if they have the notes on here. I don't know. This one smells very warm and just, it's masculine smelling. But there's a warmth and a little bit of a sweetness to it that I just really like. It's definitely not a feminine fragrance. It's not like the Wilderness one that I think is very unisex. This one's definitely, you know, a manly smell, but I like it and I thought it smelled really good. They also have one thing called like Night Panther that I really like too. I was like, girl, just buy one. You're already buying 2 body washes. We don't need another one. But yeah, I got this for me and my husband just to share back and forth probably is what's going to happen. But I bought it for me, really. And I got some conditioner just because I needed some plain conditioner. But this is the Keratin Repair from Tresemme. I don't think I've used this one. And I was like, oh, this looks nice. And, it's a good price. So I just needed some basic conditioner to use in between using like purple shampoos and stuff. And then I also found a new Dr. Teal's. This is the honey and milk and honey. Yeah, milk and honey soften and nourish. If it's got honey in it, I'm gonna like it, and this smells so good. It has just this very cozy milk and honey smell. Like I like it, and I think it sounds right up my alley. They had a display of these out, of like the new ones, and I got really excited about this one. But this is supposed to soften your skin with luxurious bath soaks. This is more of a treat yourself type of product, but it still has the Epsom salt in it and all that. So hell yeah. So I got that, and I also got the bag. They have the melatonin and like the core ones of the bath salts in giant bags now. I got so excited, but I really wanted to try the milk and honey out, or I would have bought the giant bag of the melatonin. But I wanted to try something new, so I went with the smaller bag. But yeah, that's what I've purchased at the old Walmart for myself. Nothing really exciting. I haven't bought makeup in a while, but I just needed some bath stuff. I finally have used up all my body wash collection and shampoo, conditioner, stuff like that. So anyway, some skincare is gonna be coming in the mail today. It should be, and yeah, I need to sit down, go through my planner, get all that sorted out for the week, plan out what I need to do, because I do have a bit of a busy week this week. It's more busy with like home stuff. Like I need to put away the Halloween stuff, put out my Thanksgiving stuff, because I do have a little bit of Thanksgiving things, and I didn't do any of that last year. I just went straight into Christmas, and I kind of want to do a little, just like a little table vignette in here in the dining room of Thanksgiving. And then I also need to gather up stuff for the garage sale that's this weekend, and my sister's moving into her new house this weekend, so I might be helping her move as well. So I've got like a lot going on, and I need to do some filming this week and some editing. So I'm gonna sit down with my planner this morning, get that done. It's still dark out, that's how early I'm up. I've gotten back on my day schedule. That was another thing. Also, we're taking a break from nails because I'm just enjoying having my fingers back and being able to like not claw myself. What else? Yeah, so I'm gonna get my planner sorted out, write out my agenda for the week, and then I'm gonna film a video today. Not sure which video it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the how to wear gold eyeshadow for like really pale, cool tone skin, and I'm gonna do a foundation wear test today. And yeah, that's the agenda, because I need to stay up and I need to make it till at least evening before I go to bed. So yeah, let me go. I need to be at my computer to do the planner, and I was too lazy to bring my laptop in here. But I wanted to show you these things, and the lighting in the office is not it at nighttime. So yeah, that is what my week is looking like. It's going to be a little bit busy with putting away stuff and then getting the garage sale stuff out. A lot of my Halloween decor I can just turn around because it's like just pumpkins and stuff. So I'm gonna figure out what needs to be packed away. I'm gonna donate or put in the garage sale, I think, all my like old crappy drinking glasses. I've got comforters, I got clothes, I've got I think a set of sheets that's gonna go in it. And then I still have stuff in the in Lila's storage shed from the last garage sale. Like we all just piled our stuff in there, and then we're just gonna pull it back out. Thankfully the weather's supposed to be cool. It's actually been cold. Halloween was cold for like the first time in I don't know how many years. Like we'll have cold weather in October, but it's always hot and yucky on Halloween. And it was actually really cold and really nice. It just was like, oh yeah, first day of fall was cold and Halloween was cold. And when I say cold, I mean it was in the 60s. I mean cold coming from someone who lives in a subtropical climate. To me, cold is 60 degrees. So it's all relative. I don't do well with actual cold. Like the fall weather is like peak perfect to me. But when it comes to like actual, like when we had that freeze last year, no. But they said our winter is supposed to be kind of warm this year, so hopefully we don't get another friggin' freeze then. I'm trying to get these curls too. Babe, you see I kind of trim my front bits where I had some fried parts and trim the ends up. But yeah, let me go get my planner stuff started before I waste too much time. But I did already get the skincare done, so I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. Also, another thing I do want to do today is organize my studio because it is a nightmare in there. I'll show you what it looks like later, but it's just from filming videos and getting ready and just grabbing stuff out that I needed for stuff and not putting anything back. So it's an absolute nightmare in there. So I think we will also be tidying up in there today, doing a little bit of a shop my stash type of thing, because I kind of want to rejudge what I've pulled for this more late fall moving into Christmas, I guess, makeup. And so I need to pull out like things I would just want to play with right now, because there's a couple of little palettes in my head that I want to reach for, and I want to put some others away, that kind of thing, and just organize. And I kind of want to film a declutter, but I don't know if I'll have time to do that this week because that's kind of a big project, so that might get filmed next week because I gotta do some decluttering around the rest of the house and some other stuff to prepare for the garage sale. So Friday I have to have everything at my friend's house, and we have to be fully set up that night and then be ready to go Saturday morning at 7 a.m. kind of at 6 a.m. because people get there at 6 a.m. for garage sales because people are crazy. So that is what my weekend's looking like. And then my sister's also moving her big stuff in this weekend to her new house, and I'm really excited for her getting a new house. I know I told you guys my dad was like looking for a house and he made an offer. He pulled his offer. He didn't buy the house. It was a whole thing. They've decided they're not going to buy a house now, and they're just going to rent and just find a new rental property that they like, because the one they're in now is really nice. Like, it's a great home, but the maintenance and the company they rent for suck. Like, it takes them forever to get anything fixed. But my sister did close on a house this week, so I'm really excited about that. And I think they closed the day before Halloween on their home, and it's so cute, so perfect. It was actually, the home belonged to a friend of ours, and she didn't know that it was their home because she had never been there or anything. And then, I was like, hey, I know that house, and so it's a great house, and it kind of worked out really well. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be the plan. And I did talk to my oncologist and all that. They called back about my genetic results and stuff, and I told you guys I got the results and everything. It's negative, and with a 26% chance. So I go back in February, and we're going to talk about everything then. So basically I have till February to decide if I want to go through with a mastectomy and a full reconstruction, which is a huge, not a huge surgery, but it's a big surgery. It's not like getting your gallbladder out, It's a little more in depth than that. And so, I've got until February to think on and decide, do some consultations maybe with the plastic surgeons, see what's up, and I go back for like just my 6-month checkup then as well. So yeah, that's in the back of my mind, like, just decide, I know I want to do it, but like I'm just having like that cold feet just because it's scary, because it's a big surgery, and even though this is something I've wanted to do since I was 20, it doesn't help when like people are like telling you that's too drastic and you don't need to do that. I'm like, I don't know why that irritates me, because I'm like, hey, this is my body. This is something that I have to deal with, not you. I feel like I have ticking time bombs on my chest, so I don't know. It's weird, the reactions that like some people have had, where they're like, that's crazy, don't do that. And then other people are like, go for it. It's like, And it's not that that matters. It's like, doesn't have any bearing on my decision in the end, because it's my decision. It's a decision I made a long time ago. And my husband's very encouraging of it, and he thinks it's, for the best too. Like, he understands. I think a lot of times it's more people who don't have a lot of experience with breast cancer or anything like that. They don't understand the why you'd want to do a preemptive surgery like this. I think they called it a prophylactic mastectomy. Like, they don't know your mindset on it, and why you feel the need to do this, and that's fine. Well, I get it, but it was just kind of weird, like the varied reactions that I've gotten from my friends, and I don't I haven't talked about it with them until recently, like until I had a firm prognosis and all that, that kind of stuff. Like, I never brought it up before that, so I think they just knew that I lost my mom, but they didn't know, I think, the mental side of it that I was dealing with. Because to be perfectly honest, it's like, you have PTSD from it, and a part of this is maybe for mental health reasons to do it, and the other part is obviously to prevent something. It's I think it's a complex subject, and I don't really have my thoughts together enough to convey how I feel on it. It's just a jumble in my head most of the time. That's why I don't talk about serious stuff that often. It's just because I don't have my, I know what I feel, but putting it into words is not easy, and explaining how I feel about something. But I think pretty much the easiest way to explain it, and I'll just ramble. So anyway, I'm gonna go get to my planner started, have some coffee, and then we're gonna get in there and get to filming. I'm just letting my hair air dry for a little bit before I sit down to film. I wanna tidy up in there before I film, but I know I'm gonna make a mess after I film. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do with the mess afterwards. See you guys in just a little bit. Okay, 2 videos down today. And this is the look I did for how to wear gold eyeshadow. The blush is looking really warm on camera for some reason, but it's a peach blush. So the next project is to go import all the footage and then come in here and clean up the mess that I have going on. We're also wear testing the Butter Believe It foundation from Physicians Formula today. Oh, the mess. But anyways, we've already gone and had breakfast this morning. My husband went and got breakfast for us. So I'm on coffee number 3 today. Let's not talk about it. McDonald's mochas fucking suck though, but I don't know. I just was like, I could go for one of those. Something's bad. It's bad. It don't really taste that good, but you still like it for some reason. That's me and the McDonald's mochas. They tear my stomach up. They're not good. They don't taste like Starbucks or CC's, but I was like, I could go for one of that and some pancakes for breakfast today. And I don't usually eat McDonald's breakfast at all because I don't like McDonald's. I know, sue me. I don't like McDonald's. I think they're gross. I'm more of a Whataburger, Burger King gal, and I don't like breakfast food at all. So there's that too. Anyway, this room is a mess. I gotta put away the Halloween stuff that is behind me, for one thing. And for another, let me just show you. This right here is the nightmare that I'm dealing with of mess. And this is better than what it was. I kind of half shoved some things away just to make me a little space to film. But we have got a god-awful mess here of products and just stuff everywhere. I was swatching and talking about different things. But over here we also have a ton of product out. This is just stuff I've been using and kind of cycling through this fall season, but I want to kind of rejudge and maybe swap out some palettes, swap out some lip products, all that, and generally just tidy all this up so we can do a proper declutter one day and maybe even a makeup collection. So yeah, just so much stuff. And that is the mess. That is the mess. Also, look how filthy my mirror is. Come on, get it together. Hi. Just a nightmare. I also went a little more with my root spray today, so it looks like I have black hair. Which I don't hate. I actually miss having black hair, but I don't want to commit to it again. But I loved it. That was probably my favorite hair color, was having jet black hair. But it was such a commitment. Such a commitment. I don't want to commit fully to it. Because I like to be able to have some fun bits in here, like the blonde. But anyway, that was my hair air dried today. And very, very swamp witchy and wild. But whatever. So yeah, I'm going to go import all the footage. And then we'll come back in here and deal with this. Morning. Oh my goodness. Okay, so... Oh, get my coffee over here. So, okay, I'm going to tackle the mess in here today. I have wet hair. Just got out of the shower again, or bath. I had the most, perfect morning. It was one of those mornings where you have some coffee. You go and take a hot bath and just get your morning started, real slow, but then are super productive. I've already edited a video, got that done. I've pulled stuff for the garage sale already. Oh, I've done something else. I can't remember. But anyways, took a bath. There's nothing better to me than having that little bit extra time in the morning to just sit in the bath. Usually baths make me sleepy, but there's something really nice about starting the day with one. It's so luxurious and so extra. To me, that is the ultimate pamper morning thing, is to take a bath, do skincare, wash my hair, all the things, and just feel so fresh and ready for the day. And put lotion on. I slathered myself in sweater weather. Oh man, that was a struggle to get that one out. With slather and sweater weather. Oh my god, I cannot. That anyway, covered myself in that and the body spray. It is super cold today. It is in the 40s. I don't know why I got so cold all of a sudden, but it got so cold. Yesterday was rainy and super cold all day. I did nothing yesterday but fall into a black hole of building an Art Deco home in Sims 4. I got real fixated on designing an Art Deco house. I don't know where that came from, but I got a wild hair. I was I must make an Art Deco home. And I spent I spent 2 days on that, really, because I'd started messing with it a couple of days ago. But yesterday I just sat down and decorated it and finished it. And I think I have a little bit left to finishing touches to do on it, which I'll probably get to at some point this afternoon when I'm done with all my other stuff and I can have a little Sims break. Anyway, got coffee. This is the Starbucks Holiday Blend, which I really like. It's very subtle. You don't notice a huge flavor in it. It's unlike the community coffees that are flavored or holiday blends or whatever. It's almost overpowering with those. The Starbucks Holiday Blend is so just subtle, but there's just this really nice kind of warm hug undertone in it, if that makes any sense. But it has hints of maple. Anytime there's a hint of maple in coffee, I love it. I don't know why that's so delicious to me. So I like any kind of mapley flavored coffee, but the Starbucks ones just nail it because it's not overpowering. You don't taste a lot of artificial flavor or anything, but this has some herbal vibes to it, and then the maple hints, and it's just very, very subtle. But there's something about it. It's very good coffee. It's coffee that I can drink black and it just tastes really nice and doesn't need cream or anything. Because a lot of times with flavored coffees, I feel they need cream and sugar, even though they're already sweet. It's just something, they don't taste complete. It's just that flavor, and it's eh. Anyway, it's a warm hug. The Starbucks one. I love it. So I'm going to try to figure out how to angle the camera so you can see what the hell I'm doing and get this mess cleaned up. This mess is just out of hand, and I can't even film, and I want to film today, but we need to address this first. So let me try to find a good angle, and we will just get started here. I'm going to give you one more overview of the before. So this is my main filming area, my mirror, and this is a little stack of boxes in tinfoil to reflect light. That's actually a really effective thing to do if you don't want to buy a bunch of reflectors or just short on cash, something like that, DIY it. I use these boxes and I've covered them in tinfoil. You can also like cover a mat in tinfoil, which I used to have up here. This is just a white foam board that I have on top of my glass, top of my desk. And it just bounces light. But I like having, you know, these things with the tinfoil on it because it does bounce some light back. And yeah, I have, these are like PR boxes. And I think one of these is like a box for a keyboard or something. And I use them stacked up here for my tripod to sit on because my tripod is quite short. And this is how I see what I'm doing. My viewfinder is a mirror propped on a really old laptop, like mini notebook laptop that doesn't work. I used to actually use this little laptop, but it died on me, and I used it as a viewfinder and had my camera hooked to it. But now I just use the mirror, and yeah, it works. It's very low budget around here sometimes. And of course my filming lights are just two soft boxes. I do want to get another ring light. It's just mine broke and I haven't replaced it, and I kind of didn't see the need for it, but now I just kind of want one just for the versatility of having that as well. Anyway, this is like what I was using yesterday, day before yesterday. This is skincare, brows, foundations. I got my pencil products over here. There's my other tinfoil that I was using before. I just haven't shoved over there in the corner. I got my brushes over here in just a god-awful mess. Just pure mess everywhere you look. There's Q-tips, there's dirty brushes, and then over here is just like the products that I pulled to use and like kind of my shop my stash situation and just things I reach for daily. So we're going to sort through all that. I'm going to just put everything away and then re-pull stuff and decide what I want to play with for this late fall season. And I've got my trash can handy because I know I've got a lot of trash to throw away, and my empties thing ready because I've probably got some things to put my empties. So yeah, let's just dive on in. I think I forgot to hit record, but yeah, I'm just going to leave the camera like in this area. Hope for the best, try to clean up some, and hopefully this is a good angle and you can see what I'm doing in most of the mess. Maybe I can try to like, oh jeez, me and this tripod are fighting right now, but hopefully this is a good enough angle and you can kind of see what I'm doing at least, and a little bit of what the mess is that I'm cleaning up. There we go. I think that's better because the majority of the mess is in this region and you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to throw all the brushes into their little brush container. I've got a basket started of stuff that needs to go to the bedroom and like dirty beauty blenders, which I'm also just going to bring in there to wash because I don't know why I always wash my stuff in the back bathroom when I have a bathroom literally like 5 feet from me. Anyway, yeah, so I got some jewelry. I got things I used to touch my roots up with that I needed to wash, put with my hair coloring things. I've got lots of little eyeliners. I'm going to put my eyeliner drawer. Lip products out the ass. I'm just going to try to throw all those over here. Concealer. Okay. Palettes. I'm just going to throw all those to the side, and we're going to start with the small stuff, I guess. I don't know where to even begin with this mess. Alright, this setting spray is almost done, but I got a few more uses in it, so I'm going to keep that out. I honestly don't know where to even start. I'm going to pull everything that is a complexion product, put it in this basket, and put it away. So let's start with that. That's like the easiest way to go. Anything that is complexion, blush, bronzer, highlight, face stuff. That's what we're going to hoard into this basket to begin with, and we will go from there. Primers, I usually keep up here. Setting powders, highlighters. This is the basket. It has like lip products and some face products in it that I've pulled. I think back in September to use, so it's time to rejudge. Some things I've just pulled just for like one look and just never put away. That kind of thing too. There's something so satisfying about having everything put away though, and just seeing it all put up and then shopping your stash. That is just one of the most satisfying things to me. And then another little box of complexion stuff that needs to be put away. My basket is full. So let me just sort out what's in here that is not complexion. That might just be easier. Okay, I think that is all the foundations pulled. And complexion stuff. Pop all this up over here to get it out of the way. Alright, this is technically my empties basket, but I don't have anything in it at the moment because I just did my empties. So I'm going to throw all my eye products in this to put away next. Because I have a bunch of eye stuff out, like mascaras and whatnot. So I'm just going to put all that into this. Little palettes and mascara, eyeliners, that sort of thing. Alright, I think that is all my lip stuff. Now I'm going to tackle the skincare and primers and stuff and decide what I'm currently using, what needs to be put away, that sort of thing here. I think you require a drink of coffee first. In this basket I have like backup skincare and stuff I don't reach for as often. Like this, I mean, I need to use this up. So there's only a couple more uses in that, so I need to keep that kind of front center. Almost empty setting spray. Mirror, a backup of my primer that needs to be just put up with complexion stuff. I think it's insane how much complexion stuff I had out. Setting sprays is usually what I keep in here, and backups of setting sprays. Random Q-tips everywhere, always, at all times. And here I just keep, you know, like face creams, some eye patches that I forget that I own. I have some sticky notes in here because I always need to make notes while I'm in here. I've got these serums from Wet n Wild. I really enjoy those. So I'm going to keep those right there. Just haven't reached for them as much lately. And then I have a ton of setting sprays up here as well, and some SPF. This one I need to go ahead and use up, so I'm going to pull that to the front so I can get that finished up. And just anything that is almost empty, I'm going to pull to just get it out of the collection. I also keep like extra primers in here, just things like that. But go ahead and usually keep all my setting sprays in here. Let's see, what else? I'm going to put this away for the moment because I'm going to try to use up that that Dickinson's and this toner type of thing. We got so much skincare. Pear soap. Alright, so let's kind of organize this skincare situation a little bit. This definitely staying in the forefront because it is a favorite. So I'm going to put it back in this little spot over here. As well as the Eye Ceramide for Sunday Riley. The Dermalogica SPF, love that one. So I'm going to keep that one up here. This I don't use a ton. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just put it over here. Well, no, I want to remember to use this and start using it more. So I'm going to pull it to the front so I can see it. I promise sometimes things get shoved to the back and I forget they exist. I'm going to put this in the basket because it's not my absolute favorite. It's not something I've been reaching for a whole lot. And I may decide to reach for it at a later date. Correct, you know, that one's staying front and center. This sunscreen from Sunday Riley is staying out. I'm going to put it in a little compartment up here. I'll show you how everything looks once I get it organized. Josie Marin SPF, love it. It's staying out. This I use to clean mirrors and stuff. It's glasses cleaner, but it works great to clean your mirrors and lenses and, you know, all that kind of thing. Anything glass, this thing is great for. So I usually keep one of these in here. I'm just going to put it in a good tank. I'm just going to put it over here with this stuff. Because I need it, like, out, but I don't want it, like, out. You know what I mean? It's something I reach for often. This serum I'm going to keep out because it's really nice. This is the Kypris Antioxidant Dew. It really does make your skin look awesome. This is the Biossance Squalene Vitamin C Rose Oil. Love that. One of my favorite face oils. I'm going to keep that out to use. My Marshmallow Primer I'm going to keep up here in the little container to use that one. This is a Deep Wrinkle Moisturizer SPF 30. So I need to go ahead and actually like finish this product up before it goes off because I've had it for quite a while. It's almost empty. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this to the front. So remember to use it up because I don't want to waste it. And let's see, we got a Moisture Surge Auto Replenishing Hydrator from Clinique. I'm going to keep that right up here front and center where I can see it because it's just a little mini and I want to use that up. This is a tiny thing of the squalane oil. So I'm going to put this one to the front as well to use up. That is from the Biosense. Same as the big one. It was just a mini size. And then I have Oil-Free Energizing Booster Gel Moisturizer from Origins with the ginseng. I love their ginseng line. But I have enough moisturizers pulled, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one further back in the collection. Because it's not one I want to reach for immediately. I have this little from Guerlain, the one with the gold in it. The pretty little face primer serum situation. What is this called? Youth Dew. No, Youth Watery Oil. I'm going to keep that one up front because I want to use it more often. I got an Hourglass face primer that needs to be finished up, so I'm going to put that up here as well where I can see it. And then we got Magic Perfecting Base. I haven't reached for this as much lately, and I've got some other stuff that I need to use up, so I'm going to go ahead and just pop. Well, you know, this is almost empty. We need to pan this. So I'm going to put that up here to pan. Then I've got my Josie Maran Under Eye Cream. I use this alternatively with the Ginseng Replenishing Eye Cream from Origins. So I'm just going to put those together right here because I just switch between the two back and forth. We got 3 little primers from e.l.f. I use the original one to clean up fallout. So it just stays kind of right up here where I can get to it easily. And these other two, I reach for on and off, like just as I need them. This is the mattifying and the luminous. So I'm just going to put those away for right now because I don't need them at the moment. We got this tiny little blemish remedy from Bare Minerals. This is a mattifying prep gel. So this is good, I guess, for like, you know, mattifying your T-zone. It's not something I reach for very often or need. But I'm going to go ahead and just put it in the basket in case it's something that I want to get to at some point. And then we have the Acne Fighting Putty Primer, which is my favorite one. It's going to go up here. This is a brow product. This is the Tovolo brow pomade stuff. It's going to stay out. I'm just going to put it right up here. And then we have the e.l.f. Electric Mood. What is this even called? Illuminating Elixir. I love this so much. So I'm going to keep it kind of up where I can reach for it easily. And then we have a Laura Mercier Radiance Foundation Primer. This one I want to use up because I've had it for some time and it needs to get used up. And I think I've got a few more uses in it. So I'm going to keep this one up close and use it instead of the e.l.f. one because they're pretty similar products. Just so I can see it. It's front center. Know to use it. Again, same with this Wet n Wild toner. I'm going to put it up here where I see it. And the Dickinson's toner. And then my pear soap, it goes up here. I don't know where to keep it really. I should probably just keep it in the drawer. And then I have my lip balm that I reach for fairly often. The NARS one. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in its little spot in the drawer here. Okay, now we have like some eye primers and brow products that I need to sort through. Because these also live up here with my skincare. And then I have just some random tools as well, or a pair of scissors anyways. My lash glue, favorite lash glue is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. Fantastic lash glue. It stays up here in a little compartment. This I need to use up. I've got like a little bit left in it, so I'm going to try to pan that and get it done. So I'm going to keep it towards the forefront where I can see it. This is just a brow top coat. I only reach for this like when I need my brows to stay on like all day. So I'm going to just put that towards the back because it's not something I reach for every single day. Then we got a Milani eyeshadow primer. Great primer. These are obviously like trying to dupe one another and they are comparable. I love the Smashbox one. I think I like it a little more than the Milani one, but the Milani one is great. And formula, the Milani reminds me more of Urban Decay. Then we got Benefit Brow Setter. That stays front and center always. NARS eyeshadow primer. This is another one I need to use up because it's almost empty. So I'm going to put it towards the front where I can see it. My glitter primer. That actually just lives in a drawer because it's not something I reach for every single day. As I've got more primers and stuff over in this drawer. I have a pen in here because I write notes in here. So I always keep a pen handy. Oh, I've got more brow stuff. Hold on. I forgot to pull this stuff. Oh. Okay. Alright. This needs to go to the bedroom because this irritates my eyes and I can't use it during the day, but it's fine at nighttime. This is the Lash Revitalizing Serum from Lancome, and I prefer it for nighttime because it can make my eyes burn sometimes. So I'm just going to throw that in the basket to bring in there. Dirty brush that needs to go in a dirty brush bin, which I don't have currently. I'll just use this little cup. So dirty brushes will go there. This is a like nude liner for the waterline. I'm just gonna put that with the regular liners. I don't need it out necessarily. Great brow pencil here from e.l.f. Stays out where I can get to it. Oh, this is an It Cosmetic Brow Power. I forgot I had this. Oh yeah, okay, so we need to remember this exists. Micro brow pencil. So this needs to stay out because I use that frequently. Spoolie. Another brow pencil. This needs a bath. This needs a bath. Another micro pencil. This one I'm trying to use up the pencil side of. And then this is just another brow pen, pencil. This is the Brow Obsessive from Wet n Wild. I don't even know why I still have this. That's going to go in the empties to get rid of. Another brow pencil from e.l.f. Another, what was this, Wet n Wild brow pencil. So that one will go back in here as well. I got a little brow shaper. Just, I usually do that in the bathroom, but I occasionally need, need to touch up. And then my scissors for trimming lashes and all that always stay up here as well in the basket, in the little container. This, I think it's about dried up. Doesn't match my brows. I used this more when I was blonde. So I've had it for a long time. It can go ahead and just be decluttered, I think. And then we've got my brow tint pen, which I have another one around here and I can't find it. The ash browns. This is the black one. Alright, so that is pretty much sorted. Anything else that can go in here? I don't think so. So this basket is done. Okay, so hopefully you can see this drawer well enough. This is where I keep like mascara, eyeliner, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to sort through here real quick. Just do some organizing. I've got so many lighters in here. The candles. So we got a little hoard of mascara. I can put my empties. Things I want to get rid of. What is, oh, another brow pencil hiding. And some rings. Right, so just gonna speed through this, organize, see if there's anything I need to declutter. Okay, welcome to the blush, bronzer, and highlight drawer. I'm just gonna kind of quickly organize what's in here currently and put away stuff. Eyeshadows all live like down in this. See, this is where they live, in here. So I'm going to try to kind of pull the baskets out and organize them as we go. So let's do that. I have some loose ones here, I just need to get out of the way. Everything is put away. It's weird lighting because I have backlit here. But yeah, everything's put away now. So I'm gonna sort the brushes, clean them up. Hair's crazy. And yeah, just get those organized, clean out the dirty ones that need to be washed. And then shop my stash and pull out what I want to use the next week or two. I don't know, 2 weeks. Whatever. Great, look how much neater. The only problem with having the white foam board, it gets filthy, But, I mean, they're pretty cheap, so it's not a big deal to replace. You can flip it around and turn it around and stuff. So it's not a big deal. I just hate the way it looks. And the reason I took the tinfoil off is because the tinfoil is noisy, and my camera might just picked up every little thing. This also is oddly noisy. The glass is noisy. I don't know what to do other than get an external mic. And I just don't want to. But anyway, here's what we've got out for like my skincare that I'm trying to use right now. We've got the 2 eye creams from Josie Marin and Origins. We got some primers we're going to try to pan. Cleanup primer, face oil, more eye cream, primer, skincare, all that we're trying to use up, as well as this, and just kind of pan them, and then just some favorite products. And then all my brow stuff lives back here. I found my other brow pen. It was in with my brushes. And we got our e.l.f. primer living right here. So that's like the stuff that I reach for every day for my skincare just lives here. And yeah. And then there's the basket of the extras with some mirrors. This is the baskets I usually use for all my like shop my stash type things and just stuff I'm reaching for right now. So they're empty currently. We're going to be filling those up in just a minute. And that's boxes I had you sitting on. But we've got everything put away. All the lip products back here put away. And then the drawers, I think that drawer's a nightmare. It's got to be decluttered. When it gets like this, I can't. We have to get rid of something to make room. I don't like having this overflowing situation. And I feel like I have a good bit of storage here that I shouldn't be overflowing out of 3 big drawers, an entire cabinet, and then 2 desk drawers, right? I feel like that gets excessive and there's just too much at that point. And I mean, there's stuff that I can get rid of, obviously, but we're going to save that for a video. So yeah, we're going to go through these drawers and decide what I want out. And then we got all the eyeshadow palettes in there that extend all the way over that direction. I think that's pretty good progress. It's looking a lot nicer in here. So now I have to decide what I want to play with and what to keep out. And basically, I'm killing time for my hair to dry before I film anyway, so this is a nice way to do something that I can accomplish and not sit down and play on the computer and fuck off for too many hours. So I'm going to go refill this and we'll come back in here and pull what I want to play with for the next month or so. Alright, we are back with a coffee refill. I just had to turn the heat on because it was 66 degrees in here. It's like, why am I cold? It's very cold outside today. It's so weird. Like it is. A cold snap. Poor little pumpkin. She's in her sweater. I was like, oh, she's probably really cold. So I went ahead and turned the heat on kind of low, but it's the first time I've ran the new system with the heat. So hopefully it doesn't mess up. It took me a minute to figure out how to even turn the heat on because the thermostat panel is confusing. It's not just a simple switch a button over to heat. It's one of those touch screen fancy pants thermostats that has Wi-Fi connections. Like, I don't need that kind of technology. I love technology, but a smart house, like that kind of stuff is like bottom of the list as far as things I'm interested in. There's an app, I can control it with my phone. I don't know, I have no interest in that kind of stuff. I can just push a button. Anyway, like automated house stuff, I just don't care about whatsoever. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just dig through and decide what I want to play with. I'm gonna start with palettes and eyeshadow because I kind of can build everything around that. So I'm gonna get my handy dandy basket and put some eyeshadows in it and we'll see what we pick. So I'll set you back up over here. Got the basket. I went ahead and wiped down like my mirrors and everything. So everything's all like nice and clean feeling in here. It's nice. Nice. Okay. So, palettes. Let me just dig through and decide and I'll just speed through this. Alright, I think I got everything pulled that I want to play with. These boxes. So, for eyeshadow, let's go through those. I'm just going to pile them up right here. I like to just stack them next to me, the ones that I'm kind of reaching for. So I'm going to start with the biggest stuff first. Viva Essentials just stays out because it's just a great essential palette. So that's going to stay out. I want to do a nice holiday look with Sigma Untamed, and I want to play with Sigma Untamed, so that's going to come out. Bronze Seduction basically stays out, but I think this might be a good holiday palette. We'll see what we can do with it. Duh, Metropolis, because it's just, I'm obsessed with it. it's a favorite. And I didn't really get to reach into Naked Wild West, so I want to reach into it and play with it a little bit, because it just fell under the radar while I was in my last little shop in my stash. And I pulled out Modern Renaissance, because I thought it'd be fun to do a throwback type of look with Modern Renaissance, because I feel like we need to revisit it. You can see how well loved it is. Probably the only eyeshadow palette I've ever hit pan on is Modern Renaissance, and I want to pull it out and just revisit because it's just been so long. Naughty Nudes is coming back out because it's just absolutely perfect for this time of year, and it's such a romantic palette. It just makes me feel some type of way. And I also pulled out the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, because this is like a perfect holiday palette, like glam holiday, and I want to play with it. So it's going to stay out to play with. I've pulled Losing My Religion and Gods and Monsters from Rebel Rouge Labs because I still want to play with these some more. And yeah, so they're going to come out and stay to play. Shoes and Parties by Melt. This is a beautiful, like, more winter themed palette. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it out because I feel like I'll be tiptoeing into really wintry looks soon. And I just want it out. Oh, God. And we have Khaki Haze. It's literally my favorite palette from Huda, I think, is Khaki Haze. So it's staying out, and Toffee Brown's going to stay out because it's just very appropriate for this time of year. And again, it's a palette I really enjoy. I also pulled Nude Mood from ColourPop. This is just such a chocolatey, warm hug of a palette. Like, I just want to, like, roll in this palette. Like, just roll around in it. I don't know what it is about it, but there's something that just, there's a richness in it. And I don't know why I'm so attracted to this. It's so boring, but it's so pretty. So I thought it'd be a nice one to play with and have out. And of course, Ornate, because Ornate is one of my favorite palettes from ColourPop. Look at these colors. So yeah, that one's staying out because I feel like I'm going to do some good Christmas, Thanksgiving vibes with it. And I pulled out Big Poppy because, I mean, my kind of colors. And I just want to play with it. And then I kept out the Natasha Denona little mini Lila palette because I really want to do a purple look. And I kind of forgot about it, so I feel like this would just be pretty to have out and play with. Been craving purple looks lately. I don't know why that is, but I have. So that's what we got for eyeshadows. And complexion. I pulled a lot of complexion stuff because there's some stuff I want to revisit and see if I still like and just also pan and use up, because I am trying to just use up product. But Flawless Filter is always out. I pulled this High Glass highlighter from NYX. This is, I think, discontinued, but I just want to use it up or just give it some love. And it's a nice cream highlighter. It's very warm champagne, and I thought it'd be pretty just to use for this time of year. And I just want to get some use out of it before I declutter it, because I feel like this is something that's going to be on the chopping block soon. Putty blush from e.l.f. This is Turks and Caicos, in case I want a nice peachy bright blush. And I really like that formula. Halo Glow setting powder. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Halo Glow. It's one of my favorite powders, so obviously it's going to be out. Lift Illuminate is staying out. By Terry Hydro Powder, staying out. Let's see. I pulled a lot of concealers because there's some that I'm just wanting to revisit and see if I still like them, and some I'm just want to use up and get rid of. I want to revisit this one from CoverGirl. This is the True Blend Undercover Concealer. I remember liking this, but I can't really remember how I felt. It was a long time ago. I reviewed it. I know that. I could go back and watch my review. But I want to just revisit it, and I've had it for some time. It's probably about time for it to go and be decluttered. So I just want to go ahead and see how I feel about it again. Use it. Try to use it up a bit. So there's that. I want to use up the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer because it's almost used up. So I'm going to try to pan that. And then we have the Matte Camo Concealer. And I just want to use it up as well because it's almost empty also. And then we have Incognito just because it's my favorite from Wet n Wild. And I also pulled the AOA liquid concealer from the Paw Paw collection because I like it and it's a nice concealer and I can use it this time of year when I'm super pale because it's very light. I also pulled out the Protect and Perfect from number 7 because I want to use it up. It's almost done, so I need to just finish it up so I can go ahead and get rid of that. Pulled out Better Believe It, favorite foundation right now, so yeah, that's obviously going to be getting used. The Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is the brightening shade, or brightener. I went ahead and pulled this out because I like it when my skin's a little more pale, and it's just good product, so got that out to play with. I pulled the AOA Pro Wear Foundation because it's really light foundation, like is in shade, so it'll kind of match me right now, and I just want to use it, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it, so I figured we will pull that out to play with. Alright, let me put all these away real quick. And I pulled the, of course, Patrick Ta She's Statuesque. I'm not going to put away because I love it that much. And Do We Know Her blush. I pulled the Fenty Cream Highlight Cream Bronzer in Amber. I haven't used this one in a while, and I want to revisit it and kind of see how it compares to the Patrick Ta Cream Contour. And Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is something that basically stays out. I also pulled this one from e.l.f. This is a highlighter in white gold. It would be a nice one to play with right now. And I also pulled two more blushes from e.l.f. I actually have four blushes from e.l.f. here. We got the putty one and these two, which is Always Cheeky and Always Spicy. Favorites for this time of year. And I pulled a White Peach, which is another one I really love for the fall times. So we got that out. I also went ahead and decided to keep this out because I'm still loving it. And it's just a little bit of versatility here and a very quick, easy product. And that's the little De La Soul Cream Face Quad from e.l.f. and the Electric Mood collection. And these colors are just stunning and the quality is fantastic. So I just want to play with it a little more and have it out. I pulled the original Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit palette. This is the first one. And again, this is something I need to just use up because it's old. So I just want to like kind of try to pan it because it's a beautiful product. And these are my favorite products right here from Hourglass within this. You got Diffuse Light, Dim Light, Mood Exposure, which is my favorite blush ever, and my favorite bronzer ever, which is Luminous Bronze Light. So I just want to use this and enjoy it. And Jaclyn Hill Sparks, in case I want that for a highlight. I also pulled Thunderstruck from KVD for a highlight. I haven't used this in years as a highlighter, and I have a backup of this actually because it's so good, and Donna had thrown one in a giveaway that I won. So I was very happy to have a backup of this because it is discontinued. But it is just a gorgeous champagne shade. It is one of the most stunning highlights for fair skin. So I pulled that to play with as well, just to have out to enjoy. So let me arrange this stuff in the back of my basket and we'll go through the lips. Okay, for lips I went a little less crazy this time. Last time I had about 110 lipsticks pulled out. Did I use all those? No, I used these. So these are coming back into the collection with a few additions and some subtractions. So first thing, Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Amber. This is just a nice, more warmy nude kind of gloss. It's beautiful. So I want it out to play with and wear because it's just a great gloss for like a million looks. And for something a little different, I pulled out this is Love Affair from Laura Mercier. This is a beautiful berry lip, and I think that would be gorgeous for around like Thanksgiving. So I pulled that out to enjoy and use because that's a beautiful formula and I just want to use it. So we got that. I've got two from Milani here. This is the salt and pepper one. This one, it basically stays in my rotation because I love it. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. It's just a beautiful kind of nudie chestnut type of shade. And then I also pulled I Am Positive, which is one of their matte lipsticks, which is a dark burgundy. And I just wanted to have it out in case I want to use a burgundy lip. And that was one I pulled to use last time. I just didn't get around to using. Phoebe stays out in Power Suit because that's just a favorite. Walking No Shame. Do I even need to say how much I love this one? I used it the other day and just was reminded how much I love this shade. It's so wearable. It is a wearable yet somewhat bold lip. Like, it's just so... It's a very nuanced shade. It's very unique. I don't think I have come across anything that's similar to it in my collection. And my two Jason Wu Hot Fluffs, my favorites here, Cannoli and Eclair. Those stay out because one is a nice, more, a little bit peachy, lighter shade, and then a nice warm, pumpkin-y shade. And then my three favorites right now from Milani. These are the matte fetish lips. I never can remember the exact name of them, but we've got Sensual, which I want to use. I'm thinking about using today. It's between Sensual and Desire of what I want to use today on my lips for the look I have in mind. And Desire I haven't had a chance to use yet, or Sensual. They're just gorgeous, and I'm obsessed with the formula on these. And yeah, then we got Passion, which when I want more of a cooler tone, kind of raisin color, that is the perfect one for me. I love raisin colored or raisin shade lipsticks. And speaking of more of like a raisin tone, the Maybelline Ultimate in More Truffle. Another beautiful one. Anytime something describes truffle or raisin, I'm gonna like it. And then we got Bondage from NARS. I pulled this out last time because I wanted to use it and just didn't get around to it, so it gets to stay out another round and get used, hopefully. And then I got three ColourPop Ultra Matte Lippies pulled to use. I pulled out Fuego, which is a really nice kind of more neutral, kind of burnt nude type of shade. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just that. It's a little deeper on the lips than what it appears in the tube. And I pulled Avenue, which is a really pretty, like a red tone, kind of a little bit berry in there. And then I pulled Mama, which is a warm nude shade. This might not be too terribly, this is more of a rich, deeper version of Walking No Shame, this color. So yeah, that's what I pulled for lips. Not very many this time. I think we have more complexion products than anything, and eyeshadow palettes, of course, because I love eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is my favorite thing in the world. All right. Oh, speaking of eyeshadow, Tati shut down Tati Beauty today. Sad. I just watched her video about it, and I was like, I just kind of wanted to hug her. I feel bad. I never got my hands on the first edition of her palette and have kicked myself forever for not getting it. Especially now in like last year because you couldn't get it. Because, was it Textured Neutrals or whatever it's called? I thought that was a beautiful color story and concept for a palette. I don't care for those sequin shades very much, but the rest of the palette I thought was a really great concept. And yeah, I hate to see that she had to close her brand down because of bullshit, probably. I'm gonna get ready to film a video now and do some makeup, and then I gotta price some items. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a little bit.